Alfred Nobel. Alfred Nobel was born in Stockholm on October 21, 1833. He was the inventor of dynamite and the founder of the Nobel Prize. His father, Emanuel Nobel, was an engineer as well as an inventor. He built bridges and buildings in Stockholm. He also carried out experiments on techniques for blasting rocks. Due to misfortunes in his construction work, Emanuel Nobel was forced into bankruptcy. The same year, Alfred Nobel was born. He therefore left Stockholm with his family to start a new career in Russia. To support her family, Alfred's mother started a grocery store which provided a modest income. In Russia, his father started a workshop which provided equipment and mines for the Russian army. Successful in his industrial and business ventures, Emanuel Nobel was able to bring his family to St. Petersburg in 1842. There, his sons were given a first-class education by private teachers. The training included natural sciences, languages, and literature. By the age of 17, Alfred Nobel was fluent in Swedish, Russian, French, English, and German. His primary interests were in English literature and poetry, as well as in chemistry and physics. Alfred's father disliked Alfred's interest in poetry and found his son an introvert. He sent him abroad for further studies.
While working in a laboratory, he became very interested in an explosive material, nitroglycerin, and thought of how it could be used effectively for construction purposes.
In a few years, Alfred joined his family enterprise, which was booming because of its deliveries to the Russian army. As the war ended and conditions changed, Emanuel Nobel was again forced into bankruptcy. He left for his hometown, Stockholm. Alfred was still working on developing nitroglycerin as an explosive. Several explosions, including one 1864, in which his brother Emil and several other persons were killed, convinced the authorities that nitroglycerin production was exceedingly dangerous. They forbade further experimentation with nitroglycerin within the Stockholm city limits, and Alfred Nobel had to move his experimentation to Lake Mälaren. Alfred started producing the dynamite, which was solid nitroglycerin shaped in tubes, to make the process of drilling very easy. In 1867, he patented his invention. It reduced the cost of blasting rocks drastically. By 1865, Alfred was exporting nitroglycerin explosives to other countries in Europe, America, and Australia. Alfred Nobel was moved by the peacekeeping movements around the world, and this influenced him so much that when he wrote his final will, he asked for the awarding of the Nobel Peace Prize each year.
The Frenchman Frédéric Passy and Swiss Jean-Henri Dunant shared the first Nobel Peace Prize in 1901. While the first woman to be honored by the Nobel Prize Medal award was Bertha von Suttner, an Austrian noblewoman, author, and peace activist.
Alfred was very interested in social and peace-related issues. He had a great interest in literature and wrote his own poetry and dramatic works. The Nobel Prizes became an extension and a fulfillment of his lifetime interests.